Hey, let me sit with you for a moment and talk to you like someone who's lived with the JBL Bar long enough to understand what it really does to your space. You know those people who can't pretend that average sound is fine. The ones who feel the difference between noise and presence, between speakers playing at you and a system pulling you inside the scene. If that's you, this is exactly the type of upgrade your mind's been circling around. Before you get too deep into this, open the product page and check the current price in stock. With gear like this, the numbers shift when you least expect it. There's a moment you reach where you know your old soundbar had done all it could. Mine was a weekend movie session where gunshots sounded thin and the room never lifted. I remember thinking, I've pushed this setup too far. And you've probably felt your version of that moment too. The realization that you've outgrown the compromise phase. Switching to this changed the way I enjoy movies. The stress disappeared. No more cranking the volume to guess where the voices are. No more hollow bass pretending to be impact. You sit down, hit play, and the room becomes a space you can feel, not just hear. Everyday use becomes a different world. Watching a series late at night feels fuller but still controlled. Gaming feels like you're in the middle of the environment, not on the outside looking in. Music suddenly has layers you didn't know were part of the track. And when those detachable surrounds fire up above and behind you, there's this moment where you stop and think, so this is what I've been missing. Take a second and check the price again while you're listening. Don't wait for stock swings or those strange random jumps that always show up right after you finally decide. If you're debating whether it's too powerful or too much for a normal room, don't overthink it. The surprising part is how well it balances force with precision. You expect big volume, but what you don't expect is how clean the dialogue stays even during chaotic scenes. Or how the bass can shake the couch without blurring the details around it. And owning it, that's a different feeling altogether. There's a sense of pride when you walk into the room and see a setup that finally matches the standard you've always carried in your head. You stop chasing upgrades because you finally hit the tier you always wanted to be in. The immersion feels cinematic and enveloping, the height effects wrap around you with real depth, dialogue becomes clear even in heavy action scenes, music gains weight and space you can feel instantly. Movie nights feel like an event again. If there's a downside, it takes space, and once you experience this level, everything else feels small. If your mind keeps bouncing between options, let it rest. Comparison only goes so far. At some point, you choose the system you've already imagined owning. If this is the one you keep coming back to, grab it while it's there. You won't forget the first night you power this on.